The way to test a thickness of glaze is to scratch a line. So I'm scratching a line with my needle tool and looking at the edge and seeing how thick or thin that is. This is very thin. And like I said, this glaze is a little bit thin. So what I would do is make sure it's mixed up, right? And maybe even get some from the bottom and then pour it inside again. And let it absorb another time. I'm just moving it around so I get the lip. And the longer it stays in there, the more it is absorbing. And you can see on the outside, see how it's a little bit darker right here? That's because I wiped it away on the outside, and so there's a lot of moisture in the clay body there. And now you can see the difference here in color, because this is the second coat, there's more moisture there. And so if I were to dip this in here, there wouldn't be a lot that would stick there, because this is a little bit on the thin side, and so it can't absorb a lot at one time. It can only absorb so much. So I would let this sit, you know, I could leave it sit on a shelf in the classroom while I'm working on the wheel or glazing the other pieces, and then come back to this in about 10, 15 minutes and do the outside. And now I'll let this dry. It's going to take a little bit longer to dry because this is the second coat. And then I would scratch another line. If I were to scratch a line right now, let me find a drier area. Right. Now I can see it's a little bit thicker than it was. Right? And it's still a little bit on the thin side. So I may want to pour it in again and do another layer, another thickness, and then scratch a line. But I can't do it now because this is, I can see that this is nice and moist, right? So I'll want to wait. I'm going to wait there. Let's try another glaze. Whoops.